My name is Jason Coble, and I am retiring from Unified Fire after almost 21 years of service here. And Pat Costin reached out to me and offered me a chance to film a little video to say goodbye since we can't have an open house because of the COVID. And I was excited to take him up on that opportunity. First of all, I would like to say that I'm very appreciative of everything that this career has offered me. I'm very thankful to Unified Fire and to all of the people that I've worked with here, both who have mentored me or I've had the chance to mentor. They've given me a chance to learn so many things around here. And I've had a great career because of the people that are here. So thank you, Chief Peterson, and thank you to all of our management and administration, all the individual captains and paramedic partners I've had along the way as well. I've been surprised how difficult of a decision this has been for me to go. I don't need to leave. My health is good. So my decision to leave is mine, and I was able to make it on my own terms under circumstances that benefited me. So I'm happy about that, even though I'm sad to be leaving. I think one of the things that has made me the saddest over the course of my career is to see people leave here angry and unhappy and stay that way after they leave here. And I'm sure there's a variety of reasons for it, and I'm sure some of them are valid, but I'm thankful to not be in that category. This job is the best job in the world, and it's absolutely where I was supposed to wind up. And it's that way because, again, of the people. So, as I said, this is the best job in the world, in my opinion, but it is still a job. So along those lines, I have a couple thoughts that I've kind of put together to share with you today. And the first one is that this is a great job, but it is a job. If it was perfect, they wouldn't have to pay us to be here. So when you're here, remember that it's not always going to be the way you want it to be. Try to roll with the punches. Realize that some things around here might not ever change in the direction that you would like, and try to roll with it. Our best benefit in this job is absolutely our retirement. The next best benefit to this job is how little you actually have to be here at work. For most people, that means you come to work for 2 days and you go home and don't even think about work for most of the 4 days that you're off. That's not anything that happens at any other job. The third best benefit of this job is our EAP program. And I'll talk again about that in a minute. Just try to keep your perspective, guys. Have hobbies, take care of your families. 20 or 30 years is a really brief snippet of your life, but your family was here before and hopefully they'll be here afterwards. So make sure you maintain your focus and keep your head on straight about life away from here. Along those lines too, don't work more than you have to. I understand there's been changes with staffing and some people aren't happy with some of those things, and I understand that. There seems to be like a law of diminishing returns with working overtime. And some people end up getting into a kind of a trap almost, where they have to work more than they would choose to support a lifestyle that they want to have. And it's a slippery slope. So one thing I would remind you of is not work more than you have to. Your time away from here and what you're able to do with that as far as maintaining relationships and your family and your own mental health are way more beneficial than the money we make here working overtime. Get all the education that you can at this job because there's a lot of it. A lot of it is worth college credit and almost all of it is free. So that's fantastic. And you should absolutely be taking advantage of that. And one thing I wish I had done better was taken advantage of the tuition benefit when I was younger. Most of you will find, at least I did, and it seems like this is what I'm hearing, that there is one crew over your career, maybe two if you're lucky, that everything is just fantastic and it's head and shoulders above anything you'll ever find before or after in your career. And unfortunately, when that happens, it doesn't last very long. It seems to me that it's happened for me twice, and both times it's lasted a couple of years each time, and I've been really happy about that. But recognize that for what it is and recognize it for how rare it is and enjoy it when you find it, because it doesn't last long. I would also encourage you to, again, maintain your mental health. Take mental health days if you have to for sick days. Just do it responsibly. The department is accommodating and understanding, and they want us to leave here healthy and happy. Do everything that you can to make sure that that happens for yourself. Along those lines, take advantage of the EAP program. I'm not afraid to admit that I've done it 3 or 4 times at different stages, of my career, 3 or 4 different runs of times. And it's been really, really, really helpful for me. I know most of us could benefit from it. So take advantage of that. Also, look out for each other. The best way to know how people are doing around you is to ask them and watch them. And if you see something that doesn't look right and you can tell someone's struggling, ask them. We have that obligation to each other. Now, there's a flip side to that. The Other side of the obligation is that if you are struggling or you need help and people aren't noticing it, or if you need help and people ask you, you owe it to them and to yourselves to admit it and ask for whatever it is that you need. It doesn't mean you're weak or you've done anything wrong. It just means that people who know you and love you might recognize that you aren't doing as well as you could be or you've been, and we all want that for each other. The very last thing I would say is I would say try not to hold grudges around here. This is, yeah, it's easy to do, and for some reason our personality type really likes to hang on to those things, and I've been guilty of it at times, and I feel a lot better trying to let those things go. So I would encourage all of you to try to do the same. And lastly, I would just like to apologize. If there's anyone here that I've ever offended or rubbed wrong or pushed too far, I know I'm capable of doing that. I apologize for those things. I don't hold any grudges against anybody. I'm excited to have worked here. I'm excited about what lies ahead, and I'm thankful for all the experiences that I've had here. So thank you very much.